Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial of the shadow detector block on the up42 platform. I'm Sergio and in a few minutes I'll show you how to run the block. Press on use block and it will take you to the console. In my case, I opened it in a new tab and I'll create a new project and call it quick demo. Over here you can create a new workflow and in our case, let's try to apply it on the SpaceX launch site in Florida. So I'll name this Florida launch site demo. I'll select the data block, and our block is compatible with Pleiades streaming, also Spot, as well as Sentinel-2. We can add a raster tiling block for speeding up the process and parallelizing it for larger areas. In this case, it won't really be necessary, but for demonstration purposes, I'm including it as well. By searching for the shadow detector block over here on the platform, we can include it in the workflow as well. I'm currently running the very first version of the block, and more updates will come to improve its functionality in time. Now let's try to find the location, and I believe it is in Merritt Island in Florida, near the shuttle landing facility. There we go. This is probably Launchpad 39A. Yes, it is. And I'll select a very small area over here just for the purposes of this demo. There should be a tall structure that projects a shadow in the satellite image that we should be able to see. I will also adjust the maximum cloud coverage so that we get an image with no cloud interference. This shows us an estimate of the cost of the block. And we can run a quick test query to see that everything is working fine. The block can work on any type of area. It does not have to be rectangular. It can be any shape. Now that we see it is successful, we can run it as a real job. And this will now download the image, apply raster tiling to it, and then run the deep learning shadow detector model to create the mask of the shadow in the image. The intensity or brightness of the pixels correspond to the likelihood of them belonging to a shadow. In the meantime, I'll download the results so that we can see it in QGIS as well. And I'll unzip them over here in another window. I recommend using 7-zip to avoid any potential unzipping errors. There we go. So this is the original image, and we can see the launch tower over here. We can also download the shadow detector results. I will unzip them and then add them to the QGIS environment. We can then manipulate the mask, but straight away you can see that it has detected the shadow of the launch tower that has launched a Crew Dragon, for example, in recent times. By opening up the properties menu of this layer, we can play around with it for visual purposes to show an overlay of the two images. And there we have it. We have identified the large column shadow in the image, and this corresponds to the height of a structure. This way we can monitor the development of a particular location amongst the many applications that this block is capable of. Thank you for your attention, and we're available for any other questions.